All right, here we go. Episode 8 of From Thresholds. Only 2 episodes left this season. Hopefully, we get a little bit of answers. I do think this episode gave us way more than the previous, 7 episodes. So that's a step in the right direction. This episode was pretty cool, and what they did with Elgen is did not see that coming. But let's get into this episode, Jake. This episode actually opens up right where the other one left off. Freaking Boyd and Fatima. He's taking her, putting her in hiding because, because she stabbed the old lady.
Tilly.
Yeah, Tilly. What she said to Boyd was pretty interesting, that she was just, she couldn't control it. She was so overwhelmed with anger. When she picked up the shear, she's like, I couldn't control myself.
So, and that kind of goes into the popular fan theory that has been going around. Even Trevor was talking about it earlier about how Fatima is pregnant with essentially Smiley, and a lot of that is because of the advertisement that they did. Smiley was a big part of it, so for them to kill off his, Smiley's character so quick and nonchalantly is dumb. So that a lot of the fan theory is that he's going to come back that way. Another theory as well is that because Boyd, he needed a transfusion with his son, and whatever was in Boyd went into his son, and then he ended up getting Fatima pregnant as well. So there's 2 theories that work here. So both theories are exciting to me. That's kind of where I'm at, and I don't know which one to kind of go on. It's I do think that she's pregnant with son, but is it Smiley, or is it going to be like a half-blood? What do we, that's, I don't know. That's pretty cool to me.
I don't know. Trevor's theory is that it's going to be Smiley. I think it's going to be like a demon baby, similar from the Red Woman from Game of Thrones. It's going to be something messed up. That's all I know. I don't think it's going to be Smiley. I really don't think Smiley's going to come out of her full grown.
Either.
I don't see how.
But it'd be like a baby version of Smiley, essentially, or something. I don't know.
Which would be even more creepier. He would come out looking like Chucky.
Maybe it will tear from the inside out, through her belly or something. I don't know. Maybe it'll be bigger than an actual baby.
We should know. I would say the finale is when we'll know. Yeah. So we get Jim and Tabitha and Jade all back from the village, and we get nothing again from that village. I really thought they were going to stay night at that village and something was going to happen. I really thought Jim was probably going to die. We were going to see that monster, whatever's been crawling around at night. We don't get anything. They're just automatically back to the main village here.
Here's the thing, and this is what I've said in previous episodes, is this show likes to bring things up, or make something relevant that happened a season or 2 ago and start, diving back into it. So it's just they don't leave things. It just takes a while for them to get back around to it, which is really annoying. And we've seen this from past seasons. That's the only reason why I have that kind of theory. It's just they'll add a new element into it, kind of freak you out and make you think about this new element, and then it gets backshadowed, and then they're talking about something that they were doing the beginning of the season or something, and then they'll bring it up next season. Oh yeah, this village place,
Well, yes, that's what happened with Martin, and we didn't see him, to the end of the first season, or maybe the beginning of the second season, we see Martin, and then we don't hear from him again until almost the end of season 3. We actually see him again, and not just in a vision, but we actually see him again. I did find it interesting that the one thing that the bartender guy that Jade sees all the time, one thing he tells Jade last episode is you gotta stop drinking. So when he gets back to town, first thing he does is go to the bar, he gets the alcohol, then he's about to start drinking, and he's like, wait a second, I don't need to drink. I need to put this down and actually think about what's going on here, which I was kind of impressed that he did not drink.
Well, I think he's really determined, and he knows that really spoke to Jade's character, when he said, you are a smart guy, but, drinking is just going to keep you running around this, puzzle, trying to stick, the wrong puzzle pieces in. So, and Jade, I felt like it really spoke to him, because he really started to clean up his act after that, so it really made a difference.
Yeah, but what was interesting is Henry is now the one drinking. Like, I don't know if he was drinking outside, like before he came to the town, or if it's something he just started doing. I want to say he was drinking before. I vaguely remember him drinking before, when Victor was a child or
regardless. Here's the thing with that. It's just like he just got to this place and Victor isn't really coming around, so he's like, I'm in this shithole. Like, my son's not even around. My wife's dead. I'm trying to wrap my head around everything while I'm dealing with this, like, civil war that's going on within the town right now. Like, what a time to come into the town. You know what I mean?
It would be wild. Your son being 40 years old and your wife's gone. They see all these monsters everywhere. Yeah, it'd be a lot to handle. So we come back to Elgen, and he gets another picture. And the picture comes up. I had to pause it to look because I couldn't see it the first time. You get a better picture of it later in the episode. But it's of blood, of like a blood bag. And I was like,
yeah.
I thought he was going to go steal some blood. I didn't realize he was going to get his own blood and put it in the damn jar.
Here's the thing. Whatever Elgen is doing, I think that that lady,
the kimono chick.
Yeah, the kimono chick. I think that she is taking the pictures. She is telling him what to do.
It's her taking the pictures. Yeah. She's the one telling him what to do. And the blood is going to be for the baby. So Boyd is talking to Ellis. He's like, look, we cannot tell everybody what Fatima did. Ellis actually thinks, hey, we should be fine. Let's tell everyone what she did and everything's going to be fine. Boyd's like, no, it's not going to work the same way as last time. He's like, well, it worked that way with Sarah, but it's not going to work that way this time with Fatima. And Boyd knows it, so he convinces him otherwise. And then, like, later in the episode, like, they're arguing more over Fatima. And Donna comes in, and she's like, all right, what the hell is going on? Let's talk. And, they tell her, hey, look, it's not Sarah, because everyone thinks it's Sarah, right? Everyone in town thinks it's Sarah that killed Lily, because she's the one who murdered her brother and tried to kill Ethan. So they all think it's Sarah, but only Boyd and Fatima and Ellis know who it really is. So they finally let Donna in on the secret, and Donna says, look, either you tell everybody or I'm going to tell everybody, because they don't trust you no more. That's why they are not going to go along with your plan of just letting Fatima off the hook. That's when it kind of starts getting crazy for Boyd. He's losing the town. Everything is kind of getting turned upside down.
Yeah, I mean, here's my thing with Boyd is like, I just feel like there's so much pressure. It's so much crap because he's trying to save everyone, and then everyone's like, no, we don't even trust you anymore. And it's just like, honestly, I feel like Boyd does have what, the best interest of everyone, And it's just like, dude, it's just, I feel like they're leading into this civil war between each other, over some, like, when they have way more important things to be, worried about.
Well, the cop chick, that's why she's there. Like, her attitude is complete opposite of Boyd's. She doesn't like Boyd, and I'm telling you, she's the one who's going to try to push Boyd out. Those two are going to be pit up against each other. And
I'm saying they're about to go on this. Yeah, it's good. We're about to see this like little civil war happen. That's what I'm saying. That's why I feel it. The tensions are building. You can see it. Oh man.
And I don't like her at all. Like she annoys me. She annoys the piss out of me, to be honest. We also see Victor and Sarah playing with Jasper. Victor's like, we gotta have Jasper talk to me. He needs to talk to me. And Sarah's like, hey, little boy, my name is Jasper. And he's like, no, that's not how you do it. That's not how it works. I thought that was kind of funny. Whenever Sarah's not helping with Jasper, Sarah's like, Victor says, go get Tabitha. Maybe Tabitha can help. So they go get Tabitha. She comes down and helps. And then they kind of they have to kind of ease into it, right? Because Victor's kind of freaking out. He's like hitting his head on a wall and acting like a 10-year-old child. But that's kind of who he is, really. You know, he's like a 10-year-old child. He never got to grow up. When I start asking him these questions, he starts remembering what happened. He starts remembering, oh, we were playing hide and go seek, and there's one place that his sister never liked to go was down in the church, because the basement of the church was too scary. But he couldn't find her anywhere. He was been looking everywhere. So he goes down in church, look in the basement, and that's where he sees Christopher and Jasper talking. But it turns out it wasn't actually Jasper talking. It was the boy in white saying some pretty crazy shit about the children, about the faraway trees, what the faraway trees are, what happened to the kids. It's pretty, we got some answers. I was kind of surprised. I was like, oh, wow, we got some answers. Oh, wow.
Well,
That's
I got
pretty cool.
a question for you, though. Do you think when the Akui kids or Anakui kids were sacrificed, do you think that their hope is kind of what made the faraway trees? Or
Yeah,
like their
'cause they-
blood or...
Well, yeah, because I guess like their hope or their whatever they are went down to the ground, created the roots of the faraway trees. Yes.
Right. Okay. That's kind of what I was thinking as well.
But is it their hope that also like feeds the forest? Because, you know, we've heard many times that hope is what this place wants. So is it hope that feeds the forest?
That's been kind of the ongoing question, you know, for a while is, you know, what does this, you know, and a lot of, I believe in season 2, they were saying like, you know, this place is ran on, you know, fear. They think it's fear, but it's really hope. Why do you think that Julie brought Ethan to that little sanctuary? Because that's shortly after, you know, we learn about Jasper. Why do you think Julie brings Ethan down over there to that little, you know, area? Here's the thing with Ethan. I think he is, you know, like that hope. He's the majority of the hope there, because he's like, you know, he's a child. He has, you know, he has that hope mentality that, you know, we're gonna work out. I've got Julie. You know what I mean? I just can't help but to feel like there's a tie between the Anakui kids and Ethan. Or not like...
I think Ethan's going to be like Victor. He's like going to be the new Victor if they don't succeed in rescuing the Anatui kids. I think the reason why she took him, well, when she tried to take Randall, but Randall was like, no, I'm too scared to do that shit. You're on your own. So she takes her brother because, one, she's irresponsible, and two, she was scared to go alone.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like there's more than that, you know, why she took Ethan. I don't think it's just that dumb, you know. Yeah, it could be irresponsibility, but I feel like Ethan's playing a bigger part here than what we're catching. And that's why I think, you know, I was reading this off of a Reddit page, but that's why I think, you know, the numbers in the trees are from the future. Because this episode, when we see Julie toss that rope in there, it really clicks that, you know, not everything has to line up, you know, in terms of time.
Yeah. And I always wondered, how did that rope get thrown down in there? Because when I rewatched it, that old man's tied up.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was
like,
thinking.
How'd that rope get down in there? But now we figured that out. But I do see some more of that stupid ass Lost bullshit with this whole time thing and going back and doing the rope. And then, you know, when she goes inside the tunnels, she hears her mom and Ethan. You know, whenever her mom fell down into the tunnels and Ethan was there to guide her out, that's where she was at that time.
And she saw the Anakui kids, but here's the difference, you know, between the Anakui kids, like, they were like
I don't know
going
if she
up
saw
to
him.
her.
Did she see him, or did she? Because I remember she could hear him though.
I think she saw them, but I definitely know that she heard it was the screams that were like, you know, shutting her down.
Since the kimono chick is now working with Elgen, you know, she actually shows up to Fatima. And Fatima actually sees her. She's like, "Oh Jesus, what is that?" And shortly after, you know, another picture was taken. I believe another picture was taken, and then Elgen goes and grabs Fatima because he knows where she's at, and convinces her, "Hey, Ellis is over here in the cellar. Takes her to the cellar and just drags her like serial killer style down those stairs when she's trying to escape. He knows she has to be in this room for this baby to be born. That's why he has the blood. That's what the kimono chick is telling him. And she's got, I guarantee you, she's gonna die whenever she has this baby. Yeah, I guess we'll find out next 2 episodes. I think next episode it will end with her having the child. Like, we won't see it, but it's gonna end with her like screaming or in labor or whatever. And then last episode we'll actually see what it is. But I will say this: I have been wrong on every theory. So who says stuff will be right on this one?
Maybe the blood that Elgen got is for Fatima, in case, so she doesn't die, because she might need a blood transfusion,
No,
because
he put it in a cup in a big ass jar. It's not how you do a blood transfusion.
But I mean, like, you gotta put it in something. It's not gonna be the most sterile, probably, blood, but I mean, like,
When
he's
Boyd
also
gave
doing
blood,
this.
it went from him to Ellis. He didn't put it into a jar, a dirty ass jar.
Yeah, that's
Take
true,
that jar
because it kills. Yeah, because I think it's like at 45 minutes and that blood is dead if it's not, like, yeah, I think something like that. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's some weird shit. It's gonna, like, drink this blood, baby, Satan, drink it.
Something crazy is gonna happen, and we'll find out. I think we'll see a little bit next episode, but I think next episode will be like a big cliffhanger of what the hell's going on. So
yeah, let us know in the comments, guys, what you guys think. Do you think this Smiley's gonna be coming out of Fatima, or is it gonna be like Satan, devil, demon baby, or we're gonna get half blood? Let us know what you guys think.
all right, thanks guys for watching. Peace out.
Peace.